Hey nerds! So I was just getting ready to go and level up Gray, and while I'm doing that, before I start, I figured I would talk to you guys about something that I keep getting asked outside of the IV thing. So the question was that I often get is, hey Sages, what character, if you were, to bring them in, which one would you like to see in Heroes? And well, this list may make some people mad, this may not make people really all that crazy about it, but just so clear, I am Awakening scum. I did start with Fire Emblem Awakening, but I've been gradually making myself go backwards. A lot of it came from, a lot of the more older games are actually from my good friend Comic, who I'm doing a Let's Play with on Path of Radiance, and eventually Radiant Dawn probably, but still, expect a few Awakening characters in here, probably not the ones you suspect, because, well, they're a little bit of a weird one, and my taste in those games were kind of odd. I won't be touching any Fates characters, because there aren't really any that stand out that are already in the game. Just as a warning. So, let me just pop over here, do that, get that, and we'll talk about the first thing. So, a lot of people have been pointing this out to me when it came to the cavalry, unit thing that I was talking about. Cavalry archers. I said that I only really think of Astrid because, honestly, I had not seen any games before then. So, my bad to those who were getting mad at me over that, but honestly, that was the only character I knew about that was actually filling that kind of role that started with it. But, of course, we also have another unit that I would actually like to see, and this is probably the only one from a game that I haven't, actually played. But I did instead, decide to, well, go and watch a Let's Play of it. So, that was fun. Anyways, and that, of course, would be, the good character that could fill that, that void that we need, and that would, of course, be Wrath. I would love to see Wrath in the game. Granted, he's not one for talking too much, but it would be really great to have an actual archer who's on a horse, who can, at least fill the void that we don't have, and since he seems to be someone that absolutely everyone loved, this is something that I went in, researched, and watched a Let's Play of, and yeah, I can kind of see why people really want that, or Sue, I think. Sue was the other one that I remember. And it's Sue, of course, being his daughter, if I recall correctly. And, there's a whole bucket of worms that could talk about there, but Wrath seems like a pretty interesting character that I actually want to see in the game. And, since he's in the Blazing Blade and the Binding Blade, it's not a bad thing. And we did get at least the Blazing Blade. So, that's cool. That's neat. Anyways, moving on. Let's talk about the next character I want to actually bring in. Oh, God. So, I actually want to see the original OG Lobster kind of show up. For those who don't know, that would be Waller. He was the original Lobster Boy who, before Ryoma showed up, just look at him, compare the two. I mean, they're both lobsters as far as I'm concerned. But I want to see a really strong axe unit who's on a horse that we can actually use. Sorry, Titania, and God, I forget who else, if there even are any. But I would like to see someone who could be. I mean, granted, this is a villain character. Well, technically a villain character. So, if anything, he would probably be a grand, battle hero. But still, I would love to see him in his, in his full glory. Maybe being a pretty strong axe unit, and, having his own crazy abilities. Well, we don't have a distant counter horse unit for greens yet. I guess. I'm kidding, but, because God knows we need a lot more of those. Maybe I'm just being weird, huh? Maybe I'm just crazy. But that's just what I think. Waller would be pretty fun as a unit. I know there's a lot of other great villains out there who could probably fit the mold just as well, but that's the one I'm going with because I'm Awakening scum. So yeah, that's how I go. That's how I roll. This one's actually mostly for, the next two are actually from Radiance games, or Tellius, whichever, the saga you want to talk about, the world or the Radiance games. But anyways, the first one is more of a generalized thing, because honestly, we need to actually have a bit more variance in how we're doing things right now. And I'm not sure how well they'll work, but I just put Ranulf up because, well, he's probably the poster child for at least the lon'qus in some way. But any lon'qus would be great. You know, be it bird, dragon, or cat. I would like to see them in the game. Right now, we only really have one thing that happens to, you know, exist when it comes to beast-type units, and that, of course, is our, you know, our dragon stone users. And honestly, we need a shakeup. We need something new. We need, you know, maybe a beast tome, or beast stone, I mean, because obviously we don't have any of those right now. We don't have any of that. And I really feel the the real lack of representation, not only in lon'qus, but also in any of the beast stone users from Awakening and Fates, or any of those characters who could be a variance and difference to a lot of the game right now, would be sorely needed. And while I would like to see Ranulf, I'm sure, you know, there's plenty of other ones that would be fantastic as well. It's just right now, they're not anywhere to be seen. I don't understand why we can't have them, but maybe one day we'll see a new tome, you know, a new stone show up, and that'll probably have the beast stone units. Who knows? Or maybe eventually the stone users that are currently in the game will be retrofitted to at least have, you know, beast stone units as well. I really can't tell you. Currently, the really odd thing about this is that these are currently actually listed as breath, which means that technically they are dragons. So therefore, there's no wiggle room right now to actually add any of these kind of units outside of maybe making them some sort of weird, you know, awkward option instead of adding a new type of weapon, which would probably be pretty easy to do. You just do what dragon, you know, stones are currently doing, which is just add them to color. I don't know, maybe I'm being a little bit weird. This next one, though, this one's more of a joke than anything else, because this is someone that me and Comic, as we've been going through the Path of Radiance Let's Play, have just come to love and enjoy. We call him our Boyd friend. That's right. I would like to see Boyd. That's probably one of the weirdest options. A lot of axe users, anyways, but at least two. I think there's two. But, you know, Boyd was someone that just instantly stood out for us. We made a lot of jokes about it. It's kind of an in joke, but something I would really like to see is, you know, a bit more green. That's something that I feel that we're lacking in representation when it comes to a lot of units, is a good, solid base of green units, and, well, Boyd would fit that, you know, kind of mold pretty quickly, I think at least, but who knows? Maybe people are mad at me already in the comments for mentioning Boyd, but he's our Boyd friend, guys. Don't hurt our Boyd friend. Don't you dare hurt our Boyd friend. But no, seriously, can I get can I get Boyd? Alright, so let's move on to the final character that I absolutely want. And no, it's not anything like Children or anything like that from Awakening. This one's going to be something that I just want because, well, she had a lasting impression on me. Maybe not for the best reasons, but it's a character that I just want to see in the game because it was about this time that I had fond memories of Awakening, and I just found her funny and interesting. And while she wasn't exactly the best character out there, what the heck? Oh, god dang it! Sorry about that. I would like to see, and here we go. It's Samia. I would like. Where is she? She's not busy bugging Crom about her crush that she has, you know, or something like that, or tripping. Oh god, the tripping. I would like to see Samia. Maybe that's a bit selfish for me, and that's probably not the best options, but yeah, I would really like to see Samia. There's just no real reason outside of personal preference there. All the other ones are like in depth, like this one would fit a Void, or you know, this one would be interesting and new to the game. Nah, I just want Samia. I want her. Can I have her, please? Can you hand her over? Gimme, please. Please. So, yeah, those are my 5 characters that I would probably want in the game. because they would be interesting. They fit an interesting, you know, niche inside the game, I think. And they aren't Titania. I'm gonna keep battling that drum until, like, batting that drum, not battling. Banging that drum until, you know, the end of time, because, oh boy. Anyways, that was just my options. That was my list. Feel free to tell me if you agree or disagree, but, you know, or list off the characters you want to see in the game. So, it's a fun for all ages. For now, I'm going to bed. Catch you guys later. It's hot as hell, and it is almost 2 a.m. Oh, I'm not going to say that word.